Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Coach One Sports. Welcome during this holiday season. Yes, I'm back talking some football, but in this time of giving thanks and everything that we're happy about in life, I got one thing I want to talk about real quickly, and I'm going to hit some key points here about what I'm thankful for as a coach and talking to people that are coaches and fans of the game and people that enjoy football. So if you enjoy the show, please make sure that you like, share, comment, but more importantly, subscribe to Coach One Sports. With yours truly, Coach Kevin Bull Jones. All right. So this one is called Thank You, Coach Prime. Yes, thank you, Coach Prime Sanders. Thank you for coming to HBCU football. In the midst of everybody wants to talk about all the negativities and all the things that happen and everybody that's pouting, everybody's on one side about you leaving to go to Colorado. Some people on the other side about why you left Jackson State. Here's what I want to bring to you as a coach here in the Metro Atlanta for so long. I'm not going to say how many years, but the baby face just won't show it. But those that know me and know what type of coach I am, so it speaks for itself. Just want to say thank you for your time that you spent at a historically Black university. I myself am from Norfolk State University, a proud alum, and also a citizen of this Metro Atlanta area where high school football is abound and prevalent and very fruitful. But that's not why I mentioned that. I mentioned that because I wanted just to talk about as a coach in all my years of coaching. And yes, I've always felt like HBCU football is taking a back seat to PWI football. That's the way it's always been. In some cases, an unwritten rule. But let me say thank you for being able to bring light. Now, when I say bring light, I'm really saying bring light to HBCU football and those coaches that are already there, and those coaches that paved the way for some of the best football ever on the face of the earth, best players that in the Hall of Fame that go without mentioning now. You know, a lot of times we only hear about Coach Eddie Robinson, Jake Gaither, people that nature, but there were so many other coaches that came through HBCU football that had a shining light. All right. And that takes nothing away from the coaches that are currently coaching in HBCU football. If anything, I want to thank you for shining a light on them too, because it's needed. It's greatly needed. I love the way so many times you talked about so many great coaches in HBCU football right now that could, even if they got a chance, be able to go to the NFL level and coach, as well as at Power 5 schools and Group 5 schools and Division I football, FBS schools. You always gave hint and comments and kudos to coaches that you're facing in the SWAC conference and the MEAC conference, and just talking about some of the great coaching that's been done against you. And you never fail to acknowledge those other coaches. I think that's beautiful. Even in the midst of things going disarray and, things that happen when coaches that, your light rubs them wrong, you've still found a way to take a negative and turn it into a positive. And those negatives that happened were just moments that could have expanded into something bigger. But thank you, through the grace of God, you didn't allow that to happen. You just kept it right there and said, okay, hey, maybe we see things differently. But at the end of the day, I'm for this conference and this whole inequity of football at HBCUs. When everybody wanted to mock and talk about SWAC, being able to stand there and take that from different sides, the yays and the nays, the pros and cons, to be able to navigate through that. See, it takes a special person to be able to do that. And in fact, you always kept it real about loving those kids, those players, those coaches, okay, those managers, those trainers, okay? Those things are so important. See, those are things that are behind the scenes. Yes, I know your son has a company and filming things, but see, those are the things that coaches like me, other coaches out there, the things that you do behind the scenes to help the culture of your program and the community and the blessings that you give. Sometimes it doesn't come out. Yeah, those players will always know what you've done for them, with them. They know the love. They know the discipline. They know all of that. They also know that you got to take the shots when everybody used to come at you at Jackson State University. But what they don't feel is when you go home and even having to go through surgery, losing the toes, those things, that pain, nobody has to walk that path but you. And at the end of the day, you were able to still lead your football program, young men, and lead your coaching staff, in the hospital, your son wanting to see you and needing you there by his side as he navigates through these games. Yes, he came with you. I just think it's a blessing. Thank you, Dion, for letting us be a part of that. Thank you for blessing Jackson State University. Yes, there are more people that are proud of what you've done than those that are not. And for those that are not, bless them anyway, okay? Because if you want to give me $29.5 million, I mean, if somebody wanted to give me that for a coaching job, I'm sure like any other coach in America, we go ahead and jump on that chance. All right. Thank you, Dion. Coach Prime, that is. Thank you for helping the facilities, helping enhance. Thank you, Coach Prime, for using your connections to help get the facilities upgraded and practice fields and things of that nature. Thank you for using the people that you use in your personal life, the contacts that you have, the networking, the people that you've dealt with on your own professional level through that you've built relationships with people all your life as a professional football player, as a commentator, all those people and connections and people that you've rubbed elbows with, you ask them to come into Mississippi and help. Thank you. Thank you. I pray that you've given a light to some coaches who maybe their light is not talking to a million people, and maybe they feel like that's just all about the athletic director, and deservedly so. If that's what they feel, that's fine. But for the blueprint of how to be able to connect with big businesses and tell them this is what we need at our HBCU. This is what I need for these kids, because it's all about the kids. And that's what I love about what you were able to do at Jackson State University. 27-5 in 3 years. Only 2 losses. Well, those 2 losses out of those 5 came in the Celebration Bowl. All right. People stepped the game up. Some say, others say out-coach. Some say it was just a moment in time. Okay. Those are kids playing, and those are coaches coaching. And the trailway you left for the city of Atlanta, watching the last 2 years you've come down here. I'm right here in it, brother. So I see how the city that's already full of attention and spotlights lit up. It was a beautiful sight to see in that stadium. Thank you for bringing the coach that from you were back in the youth league to the high school, Coach Hart, Andre Hart. Thank you for him being the head coach. And then when you took the job at Jackson State, you brought him along with you. So then a high school coach who, for many, and people that know me know what I'm about to say. Sometimes people think high school coaches can't coach on the collegiate level. Well, actually, all we need is an opportunity. If we were good enough to coach those kids and develop them for you to come to our campuses to recruit them, then quite surely, if we were ever given a chance to coach on the collegiate level, we could show you how great of a coach we could be. Just give them a chance. So, Coach Prime, I thank you for giving Coach Hart that chance. And many blessings for him as he follows you now to University of Colorado to coach on a larger level. Thank you for that. Thank you for showing and paving the way and daring to be different. I remember you when you first got off that plane down here with the Jerry curl and the chains, and listen, you had a big smile, but you had a light, and your light shined the whole time you were here with the Atlanta Falcons. So for those of us in Atlanta that have got to see your swag from day one, and they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you, they never bother us because we saw it from day one. And those that played against you had to see it when they played against you, and it was real. So when you still have the swag and the charisma that you have now, being coaching at a Power Five school, Power Five conference, and you were at Jackson State University and won 2 SWAC championships and got the team on College Game Day, national ESPN exposure. Now you can look on TV every Saturday and watch HBCUs playing. We thank you. Excuse me. My friends, people that I know, coaches in the coaching fraternity, thank you for the exposure. Okay, so what? Your light shines and it doesn't rub everybody the same way. Doesn't make those people bad people. Doesn't make it they're just different. They think of it differently. But when it's all said and done, the smoke clears, the trail of success you had, the enrollment increase, over 1,500 students this past fall at Jackson State University. Previous year was 794 freshmen came in. Okay, those things make a big difference. Students that I know that leave the school that I'm at, coaching at, and decide they want to go to Jackson State University. The college coaches of HBCUs that are now able to go into homes and be able to get players and actively pursue players and not say, well, I'm going to wait till the big boys recruit and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to get some kids. Oh, yeah. See, I know that. See, in my coaching history here in Metro, I've heard that from college coaches. I've heard it from HBCU coaches. I'm going to wait till the big boys get their kids and we're going to come in. Now, it's not like that anymore. Everybody's at the table wanting to get kids. So it's a beautiful thing now. Everybody competes. They do it in basketball already. North Carolina Central has been one of the top HBCU basketball programs for a while. So has Norfolk State University. And amongst that, other basketball programs. So there's been love. There's been people that dare to be different and go out there and get the kids and sell the kids on their program and how you're going to treat their sons and daughters in whatever sport. So it's been happening. But thank you for bringing it out even further. And now that you've gone, hopefully now there's a bigger and better blueprint. Maybe there'll be another NFL player with lots of connections with businesses that will come and get those companies to give love to these programs. Okay, maybe there'll be somebody that decides, okay, I want to better what Coach Prime did at Jackson State, and I'm a head coach in the SWAC or the MEAC. Okay. Hats off to North Carolina Central for winning the Celebration Bowl, because in their winning, Coach Trey Oliver has been a successful assistant coach in various places. But maybe he gets a chance to have some light shine on him as well, okay? Because as you mentioned, there are good coaches in HBCU football. So we thank you. I thank you for making that light shine a little more. They're good coaches in all walks of life. And I love the way you talk about bringing people together, communities together. That's something you've mentioned as you walked into the doors of University of Colorado. You're talking about bringing cultures and people from different ethnicities together. See, that's on a different level, Coach Prime. Maybe some folks are not ready for it, but I'm ready for it. And I thank you. I thank you that that's the path you're traveling. And keep doing what you do, because on this end, Coach One Sports with yours truly, Coach Kevin Bull Jones, this show was about just saying thank you for the time you spent. And thank you for the other coaches in HBCU football that got a chance to show their talents and get some notoriety for the great work they've been doing. It's been going on for a while. It just so happens that when Coach Prime, when you came in, you got a chance to shine a little light on everybody. I love that about you. Never met you. Hope to meet you one day. But Coach Bull Jones loves that about you. Thank you so much. Sports fans, if you enjoy the show, please make sure you comment, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. I'm back and I have some more for you during this holiday season. So once again, if you enjoyed the show, thank you so much. Once again, it's yours truly, Coach Kevin Bull Jones, Coach One Sports. We'll talk to you later.